here with Jason Deramo. He's a first-time attendee here at the National Catholic Youth Conference, but we're going to be talking about this in the light of how the church celebrates youth. World Youth Day International and World Youth Day every Palm Sunday. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Well, so I've known you since you were in a high school youth group, and now here you are leading a group of fantastic teens from Cardinal Spellman. Tell us what made you decide to come and what it's been like.
Sure. Actually, I mean, it's one of those things where I've always heard about NCYC and then never been able to go. Our school president, Dan Hose, last year mentioned to me he would love to have a group come here. And so checked it out last year, realized it was the off year, made plans this year. And at first I wanted just to bring maybe 6 to 8, keep it small, see how it is. And then just the interest just grew. And so we have 19 students, 1 priest, and 1 other female chaperone with us.
Oh, wow. That's great. So, that's great. What a wonderful witness. And really, and you got to be pretty brave to take a group of teens on the road, you know, you really do. But what I love here at NCYC is that there's something for everybody. You know, one of the things we were talking about is there's a traditional Latin Mass, then there's going to be steppers from New Orleans with my good friend, Dr. Augustine. I'm like really excited about that. So there's Eucharistic adoration. I know it's still new for you and the teens, but what are your first impressions?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's one of those things where in my mind, I've been to World Youth Day before, and I kind of thought that in my mind, but then I got getting into this exhibit hall, I was overwhelmed with like amazingness. And what I've been actually super overwhelmed or amazed by is when our kids have been flipping through the program and the app, the things you just mentioned, a bunch of them are like, I want to check out the extraordinary form. And then they're going to check out Father Leo later. And so
great.
they have this ability to see all the different forms of the traditions of the church. And just be able to have it all under one roof has been amazing for them to see.
Yeah.
Like, our kids are a good mix. You know, a lot of them are really active in the faith, some going into it, and they've just been super open to just the friendliness and welcomingness of this whole place. So it's been great. Yeah.
And teens from all over the United States, and it's just really a fantastic opportunity for them to understand they're not alone and that they're part of the existing church, not just the future, right? But you did mention World Youth Day, and of course Palm Sunday, every year, not just the International World Youth Day, we celebrate World Youth Day on Palm Sunday. What's it like to work with teens day in and day out? You've been in the business for a while, so tell me about that.
I love it. I mean, it's one of probably the most humbling things I get to do every day. From when I was a parish youth minister to high school campus minister now. And I think the thing that allows me to appreciate so much is I get to see them at their best. They are very open and sharing of their lives with me and the weaknesses, the struggles, and the joys. So for me, it's been one of those things over the years of just being able to be welcomed into their lives and them welcoming me into them, and then them getting even to know me and then wanting to know that, to accompany them and help them in discipleship. Like I said, it's been one of the most humbling and blessed experiences I've had from all these different venues, from school and parish life.
Yeah. It's amazing, too, that certainly in current news, you know, we hear a lot of former Catholics, particularly millennials, identifying themselves as nuns, you know. And to see kids in this venue, at NCYC, World Youth Day, wherever, that they're, and your kids at the March for Life, how tremendous to identify and affiliate themselves with such strong Catholic priorities. What's that like for you?
I hear. I think I've just been lucky too to be able to have these experiences where our kids do take to it. You know, they're open to it, because I think you're right. When you are down here, you do realize you're not alone. And what I think is awesome about this experience is it takes place over the next few days. So even the March for Life, they'll see that they're not alone, but it's a few hour period where they see that they're not alone, and then we're back to our group. And so for here, just to be able to keep on walking around and seeing them realize that, okay, like all these other groups are descending to the same spot, doing the same thing we've been doing, preparation meetings, icebreakers, getting to know, buying these funny hats, and then coming down and just being overwhelmed with a sense of hospitality. And I have the fact that our students, they realize that the gift of community is within the Catholic Church too. And I think that's something that they've really attached themselves to, why they want to go to March for Life, this event, our retreats. It's that sense of community and the sacraments that are there.
Great. And thank you so much for fostering that. Thank you for your service. It's beautiful.